tu verata. I'm just kidding. What up, guys? What up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to another episode of the Nitro Podcast. It's been a while. It's been a while since I have recorded an episode. It has been a while. I'm so sorry, guys. I was out because, well, I wasn't out. Actually, I was working on something bigger than an episode. So I was doing a short movie with my cousin, a couple friends, and it will be premiered soon. I'll announce all the details later on, but it will be premiered soon in a cool place here in El Paso. You guys probably can figure out where it is, but you know we're gonna keep it on the down loud on the DL. So I did a little movie. I just still have like a little bit of, you know, like finalizing on the thing. If you guys know, I wrote the music for it. I did the directing, I did the editing, and some friends helped me out with acting and, you know, a bunch of different shit. But we'll have an event, we'll have like music. We might have like an auction for charity. We'll pick the charity and shit, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys join us. It's in the summer, so it's pretty soon. So let's do that. But with that said, today I am reviewing Evil Dead Rise. As you can see, I have the Necronomicon here. Well, the old Necronomicon, because in this movie there is a new Necronomicon. Well, from the other movie, actually, the Evil Dead, the remake, or it's a reimagining, I would say. But it's a cool reimagining. I liked it a lot. It had a lot of references. This one has a little bit less references. It still does. Still has some fan service, and I think it's pretty cool, actually. But let me get into it. So yeah, like the story is, you know, basically like a family living in this place where they have the Necronomicon and the recording. I like this whole idea of moving on to not just keeping in the same vein with the same person, but moving into different people, different victims and shit. It's pretty cool. I do like that a lot, because, you know, the Deadites and, you know, the Necronomicon, when it opens its portals, it basically just can go into anybody and do that whole thing. It does have a couple of Sam Raimi moments, like the fucking, you know, the speed camera shit that they do and stuff. It does have some of that. They do even show at the beginning of the movie, this is not a spoiler, that it can be done with a drone nowadays. So that's pretty cool. But sorry, let me just, because I don't want it to go into the screensaver mode. But it's a little slow at the beginning. I thought it was a little slow. They do show a couple things, but it does keep going pretty fast, and it escalates from like the beginning, like I would say from the second kill, like it escalates pretty quickly, and it's a fucking bloodbath, which I fucking loved. The special effects on this shit are fucking top notch. I like that they're enclosed in that house or that apartment building. I like that. It's just fucking cool. Like, the special effects are super badass. The fucking the acting is pretty badass. There's kids in this movie. There's like teenagers and kids, and they did a fucking great job. But to be honest, like, the Deadite look is fucking killer. I love it, which I brought here because I'm a Evil Dead, one of my favorite franchises. I have my dirty ass, because it's been there, Deadite Ash Williams. That is probably worth a lot nowadays, but I fucking love this Pichi Mono. But yeah, like they look like that, like Ash Williams looks when he's a Deadite, and I love it. I don't want to spoil it so you guys can see it. You guys can rent it now or buy it, which I bought it because I love the Evil Dead series, and it's fucking badass. I do love this fucking movie. I'm not gonna say it's better than like the old ones, only because it really doesn't have the comedy factor that Evil Dead 2 and even Army of Darkness, of course, has, which I do love. I do love that comedy factor of like something so horrible, supernatural happening, and funny shit happening, which kind of like my movie, you'll see. But it is a pretty cool fucking movie still. It's really enjoyable. If you're a horror fan, you're gonna be fucking cheering and going like, fuck yeah, like that was fucking badass, because it is pretty fucking badass. Actually, I did love this movie. One of my favorite movies, scary movies of 2023. The other one being what am I gonna say? Now, maybe you'll see it in another review, but I have seen some cool movies this year. Horror has been doing pretty fucking badass. With Deathstream last year, which is like an Evil Dead, kind of movie, which I fucking love that movie. But Evil Dead Rise is fucking badass. I'm gonna give this movie, when I go to my rating, but I'm gonna give this movie an 8 out of 10. I'm only giving it an 8 out of 10 because I can't dethrone the original Evil Dead movies. I know they're like not totally different, but they're different. But the budget that they had for the first two, the acting, the comedy, the practical effects, all that shit, just for me, it's like I appreciate that shit. There is a lot of practical effects on Evil Dead Rise, but you can tell that there's some CGI too, which it's totally needed to be doing what you need to do. But that's the only reason. Because in actuality, yeah, this is probably like a 10 out of 10 movie. It's fucking fun. It's not over 2 hours, which is fucking cool. And it's just a badass. You kind of like the characters. There's no Ash, of course, but the girl that comes out is pretty fucking, she's pretty cool. So, it's a cool thing. I do love that they do the vinyl thing, the recording and all that shit. And it's just badass. Probably a good movie to watch, during Halloween, the spooky season, of course. But yeah. So yeah, 8 out of 10. Love this movie. Go watch it if you can at the theaters. I did it. I bought it because I was like waiting for it, but I actually have nobody to go that like loves horror movies. I did go see, the fucking Nicolas Cage movie, which is at another level too. But I will be doing more movie reviews, just because I'm watching a lot of movies lately. Mainly getting some inspiration for my little short. It's not fucking like badass or anything, but I do hope that, it shows my love for El Paso and my love for film, my love for a bunch of things. Once you guys watch it, hopefully you guys like it, but we're gonna have a fun time once it comes out. I'll be having some poster stickers, stuff like that, so we'll talk about that later. But thank you guys for joining me in this episode, Evil Dead Rise. Badass fucking movie. Go watch it. Remember to fucking buy some toys and shit, because collectibles are the shit. Shout out to Juan, to Jorge, to Pedro, to Hector, to everybody that have fucking helped me out to do this movie, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have this movie done. But with that said, we will be seeing you in the next episode. Remember to follow us on all social media at Nitro Podcast, on TikTok, on fucking YouTube, of course, subscribe and click the bell, on Facebook and on Instagram. And remember to stay fucking horror. What is it called? I don't fucking know. Just fucking watch horror. I love it. Evil Dead Rise, 8 out of 10. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode. Later, bitches.